one important and very crucial factor when dealing with After Effects projects is ability to save work appropriately and frequently. So what I mean by that is we always like or hope to save our work accordingly when we're building up our projects. Now in the past I've seen students suffered from losing work, and I think everyone suffered some of those problems when dealing with any creative piece of work. And what we can do is we can counteract that by simply setting up After Effects to autosave work as you go along. And as stated before, After Effects is a very demanding application. It is very RAM hungry. I find the application extremely RAM hungry, so it will kind of slow other applications down. So I do recommend just opening the application's project file and working only with After Effects and not associated with any other applications, or completely close that down unless you've got a really powerful and superior machine. Coming back to the saving issues, what we can do is we can go to Edit and we can go to Select Preferences and we can go to Autosave, and by default this option is not selected, it's unchecked. We can simply check that box and we can say save every 20 minutes, or specify a value and maximum project versions as well. Then we can go ahead and click OK, or we can click Next. That brings us back to multiprocessing as well. I'll work through all of those in a later stage, but for now I just want to stick and show you the autosave. So make sure you have that tab selected. It's quite handy, and I think it will save you guys a lot of nightmares, particularly students, those working towards a deadline, or designers, or any creative individuals working towards deadlines. And what we can also do is go to File. Another really cool feature is Increment and Save. Increment and Save is basically a very powerful way of After Effects including an increment value to your saved file. So what this means is that when you're working with a standard file inside After Effects, which is basically the untitled project AEP file, which is an After Effects project file, when we're working with this type of standard file inside After Effects, if you click just save, if we hit the Control S button, what that basically does is overwrites and saves your file. Now in some cases we actually don't want that. We want to able to save a different version of that file, and what we can do is we can go to File, Increment and Save. Increment and Save saves a copy of your project as another file. So in other words, if we enter a wrong direction, or if we don't like the direction of the creative work we're producing, we can go back into that previous version of the saved file. So it basically enables us to save our project files each step by step through the actual environment. So we can just go to Increment and Save, and this option has kind of helped me a lot throughout my project and working with After Effects, in particularly working with design and creativity inside After Effects. So I strongly recommend you guys using that. Increment and Save is a fantastic way to save multiple versions of your project files.